Hi, this is Cherry Glaze Makeup and this is my 80s tutorial ready for your fancy dress nights out. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. First thing that you want to do is grab a white eyeliner pencil. I've got a really big one from NYX and it's in milk, and you run it along the whole of your eye, just a little bit above your crease, and then you use your ring finger to just smudge it in all the way up to your brow bone. And this is going to act like a base instead of putting on a primer, and it should make all of your eyeshadows pop. Right, it's all blended in, a little bit underneath, and blend out again. I'm going to take a fluffy brush, or shader brush even, and I don't know if you can see them. I'm going to take this orange, it is quite a bit brighter than that, and with one side of my shader brush I'm going to dip it in and apply it just to the inner third of my eye. Work it a little bit above the crease, patting it on so that you get more colour. And the palette I'm using is Coastal Scents 252. Okay, next use the other side of your shader brush and you dip it into a pink, and the pink I'm using is this bright one here. It's quite a lot brighter than it looks. And this time we're going to go above the crease along the brow bone, patting it on, take it in a diagonal towards the end of your eyebrow. Then using a round shader brush, or blending brush, sorry, I'm going to blend that out. Blending up. Don't take it all the way to your eyebrow. I'm going to leave that a little bit free. Make sure you take it right out to the edge. Pat on a bit more if you think you need it, and just build as you go. Constantly blending till you get the desired effect. Next I'm going to take a clean flat shader brush and I'm going to use a much deeper shade of orange. I'm going to put that on the outer corner of the eye. I'm going to use the same brush I used with the pink and I'm going to blend it in. Next, on the other side of that brush, I'm taking a shimmery tangerine and I'm placing that just on that empty middle of your eye. Should make this one shine up a bit because it's a shimmery shade. I'm going to clean that brush off and I go in with a deeper orange than the one on the inner corner, just a shade deeper. I'm going to go over the outer corner again because I want to make it look a bit more orange than it is right now. You can pat it on, blend it on, however you feel comfortable. And then I'm going to use the blender brush yet again and blend it into the pink. Now this look is all about building the colour that you want until you're happy with it. I'll go back in with a light orange. In the inner corner. Back in again with a shimmery tangerine in the middle. Now I'm going to blend it. And I'd like a bit more pink. So I'm dipping my blending brush in and putting most of the colour right above the crease and then blending it out. Until I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy with that. With a little pencil brush. And for this one, I'm using a tealy blue. You don't need a lot of product on this one because it's quite a dense brush. And I'm going to run it underneath my lash line. All the way from the inner to the outer corner. Bring it up to a slight flick at the end. Okay, and clean that off again. And next I'm going in with a light shimmery lavender. It looks a little bit like silver, but it's not, it's a little bit lighter than that. And I'm going to go on the outer edge. Just to put a little bit of shimmer in there. Again, I'm going to blend that in. And next I'm taking a clean blending brush, going back in with the same shimmer I put underneath. I'm going to put it on top just as a highlight. Remember, if you think you've put too much highlight on, just go back in with your blending brush and blend the pink up. Okay, I'm going to go back in with the orange again on the inner corner. Just to brighten that up. And bring the shimmer all the way down. So the shimmer is going to go from here round. Make sure it matches. A bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to draw my eyebrows in. I use a much darker shade than my normal eyebrow colour just so that it all pops. And I'm using a sharp angle brush. Bring the mirror a little bit closer. I'm following my natural brow shape, but just thickening it up a little bit. Okay, that's done. Next, I'm going to take a bright teal eyeliner. This one is from number 7. It's quite thick and cakey. If you're not used to something like this, you don't have to use stuff like this, but you can dip a wet brush into some eyeshadow, keep it to the corners so it doesn't cake the rest of it up. And just draw it along your lashes, meeting up with the blue line that you've just drawn in. Remember with this look you want drama, lots of colour, lots of everything going on at the same time. And while we're letting that dry, because it's quite thick, I'm using a light shimmery blue for the inner waterline here. This you'll probably have to go over a few times just to get it to show. Might redo that one again. And once that's done, I'm going to put some concealer on. I'm using a clean blending brush that I only ever use for concealer. Buffing it out. Just going to touch that up. Actually. Again. Now, curling your lashes. I think actually, you just put a really gloopy set of eyeliner on, make sure that you brush through your lashes first so they separate properly. You don't want them clumping when you're going to curl your lashes. Once at the base and a bit at the tips. Now, mascara. Got loads of mascara. I'm using number 17's Blowout. Wiggle it at the base of the roots, get a bit more volume. And bring it. Right, wait for that to dry. And do your lower lashes as well. Be careful with this one because you can't accidentally poke yourself in the eye, which I have done many occasions. The top lashes again, just give you a bit more volume. Right. As you can see, I've already done my foundation, just saved me time. So now I'm going to do the cheeks. Okay, I'm using an angled fluffy brush for this. Just kneel up. This look, you want quite a bright, full-on pink blusher. If you don't have one, then use a flat matte eyeshadow. Actually, in fairness, you can probably just use a shimmery one, it's up to you because it's meant to be full on. I'm probably going to go with, I've got MUA's blusher shade 1. This light is ridiculous. Remember angles? I'm using the lighter shade just to draw where I want it to go. I'll do a picture after just to make sure that you can see it properly. I'm actually building up, this looks quite good. Like I said, it's always best to start off with less, and you can build it up so much better than you can if you did a mistake and it was too bright. I'm going to go in with the flat, fluffy and the brightest pink. Aha, shade number 5. Using the same angle brush, buff it in. Full on these cheekbones. And buff it up. If you got any left on that brush. Balls. Just noticed. Okay, now comes the lips. I'm going to be using Miss Sporty's Read My Lips. Feel like you make a mistake, go in with your concealer brush again. Yep. I'm going to go over the top with Makeup Academy's Lip Gloss in shade 3. Just give it a bit of a shine. Full on 80s glamour. You notice I'm just dabbing it on, just so I can get more of a sheen. And then there we have it. I've decided not to powder over the top. I've got quite dry skin today. Okay, thank you very much.